couple days ago, I had a dream, and it was a really good friend of mine, Jeannie, was there. It was a gathering. There's a lot of people at the house. I don't know if it was a party or some kind of a class or something, but anyway, she walked up and I said, "Oh my gosh, wait till you hear what's happened to me now." And then so I started into the story of what's going on with me. And I'm talking and talking and talking and talking and talking, and then finally she just says, "Excuse me," and she goes out to the kitchen. And I'm waiting for her to come back, and she doesn't come back. And I go into the kitchen, and I see she's joined in with a bunch of people who are doing line dancing out there. And so I'm thinking, what's that all about? And then what I got was my story was going on and on too long, and she's probably heard it before anyway. So you need to pay attention when you tell your story. Get to the bottom line. Cut out all the unnecessary things that you talk about. Like I say, I picked him up at 3 o'clock, but maybe it was 5. And it was on Saturday, but no, I think, yeah, it was Monday. I remember it was Monday. Nobody cares. It's all details. It doesn't matter, so drop it out of your story. And just like I was guided when I wrote my first 2 books called You Already Know This and You Already Know This Too, and they're little short stories, little inspirational stories that nothing over 2 pages. So my guidance told me to write your stories, nothing over 2 pages. So you don't need to go on and on and on. You don't need to write a chapter. So when you think about when you're talking to somebody, just get to the point, get to the bottom line, give them the main details, and cut out all the detail and telling it 2 or 3 times in just a little bit different way in the same sentence. Pay attention to that, because people get tired of that and then they'll start walking away. So if they start walking away, notice that. Don't get offended. Just realize, oh, they're giving you a lesson that you need to pay attention. Stop going on and on and on, because most of the time people don't care a whole lot. I mean, even if you're really best friends, they would like it, but most of the time they would just like you just, get to the point. What's the point of the story? What did you learn from it? If you got attacked by somebody, or you got, somebody said something awful to you, whatever it is, what did you learn from it? Did you get something out of it? So think about that when you're telling stories, or you're telling, because I am a storyteller. It's what I do. So I have learned that I need to cut to just the most important parts of it that would keep somebody interested, and then move on. Just let go of it and let that person have the chance to say something. Let each other have a chance to have some of the time. Don't monopolize all the time. And I did that a long time ago when I had a problem with my daughter-in-law, and I told that story for 10 years to everybody who knew me. And I've said before that I'm really pleased that I still have a friend, because I told to everybody. It's like I needed to get them all on my side to validate me and not her, that I was right, she was wrong. Anyway, so I have gotten over that part too, which is good, but I learned a heck of a lot in going through that process. So pay attention to when you're talking about, and make sure that's something that somebody would want to hear, and that you're making it concise and just bring it right down to the point. See you next week.